Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks a lot for coming for the live demo authoring session of how to create an augmented reality for industrial purposes in only 15 minutes. My name is Erwan. I'm from REFLEKT. REFLEKT is a German company based in Munich that develops an augmented reality ecosystem to support shop floor operators or field service technicians in their activities to work more efficiently, reducing the number of mistakes in a faster way. Of course, we rely on augmented reality, and our two products deliver knowledge and expertise where and when it is needed. REFLEKT ONE is a software platform that enables any industry, any industrial companies to create their own augmented reality scenarios for after-sales purposes. REFLEKT Remote connect those end users, field service technicians, shop floor operators with the most relevant experts. They can chat, send documents, calls, and live video call with augmented reality. The REFLEKT Remote mobile application also includes built-in ticketing system that allows you to do some kind of reporting to understand your service activities. So we're here at Augmented Real Expo. You see a lot of different AR technology out there. But don't forget, augmented reality is only possible with content. Content that you need to augment on the machines. Content that the technicians will use to understand in a better way how to inspect, how to repair, how to do the maintenance of the machines. That's the goal of these sessions. We're going to see how to create augmented reality content in a very simple and a very scalable way. After a quick introduction, I'm going to turn on our software REFLEKT ONE and I'm going to do a live authoring sessions. I invite you anyway to have a chat afterwards on our booth 413 to see more advanced features such as real-time data, dynamic values, user feedback, ecosystem connections with the REFLEKT Remote applications. Oh, here we go. So, before going into the content creation process, let's have a look where this content can be used in the industry. Maintenance, repair, operation, and training. Maintenance. When your technician is inspecting a machine, augmented reality helps as a very easy interface to feed your backend system. So in augmented reality, I can visualize and interact with some information on the machine and feeding the apps, the AR apps, with some comments, with some pictures, with some annotations, with some value as well. And this is reported directly in your backend system. In that way, you track the progress of your people. You know what has been done, where, by who. Simply using augmented reality. Repair. Most obvious use case, switch your paper-based manual into an augmented reality interactive manuals. Step-by-step procedures to reduce the downtime, to work faster, and reducing the number of mistakes. Operations. As I say, live data. Let your shop floor operators walk through the production line, visualize the machine, and immediately understand what's wrong, what's correct, what's the pressure, what's the temperature, what's the voltage, where to intervene, using augmented reality and efficient visualizations. Last but not least, training. Augmented reality helps significantly and improve the current training process in industrial enterprise. It's a non-destructive approach. You visualize using a phone, a tablet, or the HoloLens or any other type of smart glasses, visualize the machine, practice before going to the field. Let's have a look at a quick example. I'm not going to show you a bright marketing video. This is not the point. This video here, it's a real use case from one of our customers in Germany that are using augmented reality to switch their business model. Instead of sending technicians, field service technicians, to all our customers just for the startup of the machine, Once they receive the machine, they just have to start it up, the commissioning phase. They decided to integrate an iPad or any sort of tablet and let the customer do it themselves. Do-it-yourself tutorial supported by augmented reality. This is the outcome, the REFLEKT ONE mobile viewer. Of course, we have age-based tracking, 3D tracking, object recognitions. Once the object is being recognized, the content automatically appears, and then the users, in this case, the customers, is being guided through step-by-step how to do the commissioning of the machines. Again, huge saving. Don't send your people out there. Just support them with augmented reality. Let your customers do it. And in case they need help, easy, switch to REFLEKT Remote and get connected to remote experts. Good. So now, let's get into detail. Content creation platform. REFLEKT ONE. REFLEKT ONE is a software platform which lets you create your own augmented reality content. Simple way, no coding skills, no development, no Unity. Very scalable way, integrated with your own IT tools. We support cloud deployment, on-premise deployment. The workflow of REFLEKT ONE includes 3 steps. Authoring, your job, your task. Upload your own content, 3D CAD file. We support most of the common CAD formats, IGAS, STEP, JT, and so on and so forth. Upload your technical documentations or writing on the fly inside the tool, and simply click publish. Our publication engine will convert your data and automatically create an augmented reality version of it that you can visualize by downloading it on a mobile viewer. Phone, tablets, HoloLens, iOS, Android, Windows, we make sure that your content can be deployed on any kind of platform. So let's have a look at this REFLEKT ONE solutions. If you could just switch to my HDMI input. Thank you very much. REFLEKT ONE interface, you can see that as a kind of a project management interface where you create your own category. Behind each category, you have a product, and behind each product, it's a scenario. Category could be, let's say, the C-Class from Mercedes. The product will be the C-Class from 2017. And a scenario is everything you can do with a product. Maintain, assemble, de-assemble, clean, anything. So let's create one together today. I'm going to call it AWE automated product, as we're going to work on a robot arm. Here we go. Oh, wrong token. That's a demo. Let's do it again. You know what? Let me maybe log out first. I'm not using the connected version as I don't have internet here. Here we go. Add category. So now I'm acting as a technical author, the person which creates the content that's going to be visualized and consumed by your end users on the field. So as I said, we're working on a robot arm today. And the scenario is the maintenance of the gripper component. Here we go. Okay. So I created my category. It's basically a project hierarchy. And now I can create the content that's going to be visualized in the applications. That's what we call a topic. We have different type of topic. A point of interest is a clickable scenario. Each component turns into an interactive element. You can click on it and visualize further informations. Very useful for machine inspections or training, discovering the different components of a machine. Information screen, it's a 2D, very useful for safety instructions, or animated procedure, step-by-step scenario for assembly or repair. Let's create together an animated procedure. The moment where I click creating, it triggers the Cortana 3D software. Cortana 3D is an animation 3D software. You can import any CAD file, as I said, JIT, STEP, IGS, and others. Import your data, work on it, reduce it, change the colors, the material, and so on and so forth, as any other CAD software. For the purpose of the demo today, I already imported a 3D file, and I prepared it. Here we go. Okay, so for those which are familiar with any other 3D software, Cortana offers you the possibility to visualize the bill of material, the 3D tree, the hierarchy. You can visualize them all here. Plus, it includes a document editor. This is where you're going to create the instructions for the step-by-step procedures for the technicians. Two ways to do it. Either I type it here on the fly, directly in my Cortana interface, or as you can see, we are supporting XML format, which allows you to import your existing service manuals. This is why REFLEKT ONE is a very scalable software. If your machines, you already have access to the documentations, the repair manual, the service instructions, just import it, upload it in this software. Don't reinvent the wheel, don't do double job, okay? So this is what I have here. I'm not gonna use the integration mode, but just copy pasting. XML is no coding, it's simply kind of a text editor, so I'm gonna create here my step. Come on. The service department or the documentations department of any industrial companies knows about XML and can create documentations in any languages in a very fast and scalable way. Here we go, step 1. I'm simply gonna copy step 2 and step 3. And as soon as my documentation is ready, I'm then gonna create the 3D animations. And the last one, here we go. Here we go. If your company is already equipped with the XML authoring tool, or a CMS, a content management system, we have the possibility to integrate REFLEKT ONE directly in your IT infrastructure. This has been done with numerous CMS among the leader of the market. Siemens PLM, Docufy, Schema, Bosch has been doing the same thing, and they showcase it during the event today, so I invite you to go have a look as well. Okay, good. My instructions are done. Let's now create the animation itself. So, reset robot arm. Switch the robot arm to the setup mode. Okay, let's add a rotation animations to make sure that the robot is back to the initial positions. To do so, I want to rotate this component. Here we go. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I'm going to create a sub-assembly or collections of this. Okay, here we go. So, the Cortana animations, the procedure editor is like, see that as a PowerPoint. You create your own animations. They offer a library of predefined actions that are very standard in any other industrial operations. In this case, I want to rotate the object. I'm going to select the object. This is this collections. Here we go. And I'm going to click rotate. Great. Now my step is already done. All I'm going to do is maybe fine-tuning it and define exactly what value I want. So I want to have the rotation around that specific point, and I want to have a 360. Here we go. Perfect. Let's have a look. Great. Awesome. Good. So step 1 done. Let's go to the step 2. The step 2 is about using the cylinder rod using a wrench tool. So I'm going to click on that specific tool, add the step 2. Here we go. Perfect. I'm going to rotate it as well. Rotate the object. I'm going to use a slightly different way of doing it. Perfect. Here we go. And let's have a detail approach. Here we go. So I want to have this tool, the use wrench tool, to rotate along this axis, the cylinder axis. So I'm going to click here, pick the item, click, rotate it around that object, and rotate it as much. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Before rotating the tool, I'm just going to make it appear. So then the technicians does not always see the tool in augmented reality, but only when it is needed during the steps. So very easy. I add, hide, show the object, this one, make it visible and flash. Perfect. Let's make it appear right before the rotations. And once the rotation is done, I'm going to make this tool disappear. Here we go. Perfect. So let's have a look. I can always preview what I'm doing. Here, in flash, it rotates, it disappears. Great. Once this is done, I can, of course, help the technicians to make sure he's doing the right thing. I'm going to help him with further visual guidance. Click on this bolt, and I'm going to animate it as well. In this case, I'm going to use the detach, attach, predefined template move. Detach the object, and I'm going to flash it to make it even more visualized. Let's fine-tune the operation as well. Here we go. Perfect. So I want the tool, the component to rotate around this one here, and I click on the x-axis. Rotate it, make it move as much, and this time it's another type of rotation. I'm going to make it do 2 turns. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. I refresh and I play the animation from the beginning on. Great, rotates, flash, awesome. What's the next step? Exchange the cylinder. This component, and maybe all the screws here as well. I'm going to create an assembly out of it, and we're going to call it cylinder. Here we go. Perfect. Sorry about this. Redesigning the interface while doing a live demo. Here we go. So, last step, third one. Removing the cylinder, exchanging it. For this special move, I'm going to create a move animations, select among the different collections the right one, cylinder. Okay, let's fine tune it as the other 2 previous steps. Okay, here we go, and I'm going to make it move like this, a bit below. Perfect. Apply. Here we go. Great. So in a very few minutes, I already created my instructions. I could have imported from any other content management system, and I created different animations, 3D animations. I'm good to go. As I don't have the robot arm here, we have it on the booth 413, and invite you to see an age-based tracking, object recognitions. For this case, I'm just going to use a marker. So I'm going to add quickly a marker to the sketch. Here we go. Changing the position of it. Let's make it here. Rotating. And in the right orientations. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to tell the augmented reality mobile viewer that this component is actually a viewer. So I'm going to name it like this, a marker, sorry. And I'm assigning a metadata marker. What does this mean? My mobile viewer knows that this component is just used as a marker to overlay the 3D animations on it. It won't be displayed in augmented reality, of course. You've done your instructions, 2D. You've got your 3D animations. You can simply close the applications, Cortana. It saves it automatically in our REFLEKT ONE software. Here we go. I'm going to add pictures behind that marker. I already have it defined in my zip file. It's successfully uploaded. Remember the different steps. Authoring is now finalized. I can publish this content, and our publication engine understands your 3D animations. It combines it with the tracking configuration, the marker, as well as your study instructions. Bundle it together and create an AR package, which can be hosted on the cloud or on your premise, your own IT infrastructure. Publication is successful. The content is out there. Now, any shop floor operators, any field service technicians, takes the mobile applications, enter the credentials, and access the server with all the different content. We can have a look. I have the applications ready. As you can see, I didn't do any development, any specific. Can you switch to the other HDMI input? OK, here we go. As I don't have internet, I pre-embedded the content. So that's what you see here. It's not going to be easy as the HDMI does not allow me to really move. Can you turn it on again? Okay. You have it on? Okay. Well, if we don't have the chance to visualize it on stage, I invite you all to come to our booth. Oh, here we go. Okay, perfect. So this is the marker image that I uploaded, and now we see the content. Well, it's going to be a bit glitchy today. So let's do the following. I invite you all to see our booth where I can finalize the live demonstrations. I can see you on a marker. I can see you directly on the robot arm. How does the content look? How you can interact with it? How you can add also more advanced features such as live data and user feedback. Thank you all for your attention, and I welcome any questions from your side.